Did I make my predictions for Survivor tonight? I sure didn't, and I sure need to. Okay, who do we think's going home tonight? Let's talk about it. I'm not going to be able to watch live because we're going to be recording literally as the episode is airing. What's happening tonight? Anything crazy? No, right? You think we're getting a regular vote at 10? Do we think the Bruce blindside is coming? It kind of felt like they were laying the groundwork for that last week. But I'm trying to remember Kendra, Yukasid, Bruce Idol Play taking out Kendra. I think that was Jessica's prediction on why Blank lost. I'm trying to remember what David Bloomberg said. I listened to the podcast. Ribbit Sore. Hello, welcome into the stream. We are just getting started over here, about to play some Zelda. Currently talking about Survivor, of all things. Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
No, I know. It's nice and shiny. No.
My heart.
Ribbit frogs are hopping in. Hello. Paradox, is this your fault? Did you do this? Given that you said it first, I have a feeling this is your fault. You're doing. Thank you all for being here. Welcome into the stream. If you got a raid and run, I totally feel that. You've been sitting at the computer a long time. You gotta go stretch. You gotta go drink some water. You gotta take care of your pets. That is always me whenever I raid. So totally understand. Thank you so much for bringing the community over here. I am Hard Rock Hope. We are playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Judge is always at fault, but for good reasons. I agree. He has helped me send some raids to some other cool folks, so I certainly appreciate the favor coming this way this time. Thank you for that follow as well. Welcome to the Rock Squad. Yeah, playing my first Zelda yesterday. I just finished my first playthrough of Final Fantasy XII. There is always a Final Fantasy playthrough going on this channel. As you can see back here, we have our little Vivi and Moogle mail from Final Fantasy IX, which was a gift from my partner, from the artist Brian Surway, if you want to check him out. You do love some Final Fantasy? Great. I'm glad you're in the right place. What did I think of the ending of Final Fantasy XII? It was like classic Final Fantasy ending. Spoiler alerts for Final Fantasy XII. But not really, because do I understand the plot of the game? No. I spent over 40 hours playing Final Fantasy XII, and I could tell you so little about the story beyond there being sky pirates and mist and nethicite, which is bad. I hear nobody knows the plot of the game. And then at the end, they do the classic Final Fantasy thing of going up to a floating thing in the sky in like a weird amorphous environment where you fight an enemy that seems to vaguely turn into a godlike thing. And then it's over and you've saved the world. That is arguably the ending of at least half of all Final Fantasy games, if not more. It's really more about the vibes than the plot. Well, good, because I couldn't tell you the plot. We were talking about it afterwards in terms of like, you do have to raid and run, gotta run to class, but nice to have met you. I hope you enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you so much, Ribbitsor. Good luck with class. I really appreciate you bringing your folks over here. Hopefully I'll catch a stream of yours sometime soon. We were talking about tiering the final Tears of the Kingdoming, the Final Fantasy series. Don't bully the chorus. Oh. I drop them a lot, but I don't bully them. And I would say 12 is down in the bottom tier for me with 5, 10, and 8. But I'm not really interested in ranking them beyond general groupings. But I could certainly tell you the plot of 8 more than I could tell you the plot of 12. And it's been 2 years since I've played 8, and I just played 12. And I think it all comes down to the maps. It feels like 75% of Final Fantasy XII is just running places. Forever. In fairness to 8, you did podcast about it. This is true. I probably have a better understanding of the plots of games I've podcasted about. FF12, the walking and watching RPG. Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate description. Okay, but who's going home tonight on Survivor? Let me do this before I forget. And then we can get back to Tears of the Kingdom. My dog is barking at the front door. Okay, we had a prediction for Kendra. Hi, Sam. That's my baby girl. That's the Cosmo. You found the trick to 12 is that you just have to play it, not like it a lot, wait 12 years, and then replay it with lower expectations. And like, I mean, the writing of the game is wild. Like, the dialogue is all over the place, which is fine, I guess. Drew is 100% safe. Safety without power expires tonight. What a wild point in the game for that to expire. You think he'll use it? Safety without power is such a shitty advantage. It's like, without power makes it sound neutral. It's really like safety while potentially screwing over your allies. But that's not a good name for an advantage. Alright, who can we go for? Who's gonna go home? Julie? D? People are threatened by D, and I think they might. It's possible that people come together to target someone from Reba. But is it too soon? I don't know. Was it in the preview that they were talking about D being a big threat? I'm trying to remember. Because if that was in the preview, then that's not what's happening. Yeah, and let me remind folks in the Discord that I will not be watching live tonight.
Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy.
Like a scene from a movie. Let's make it juicy. Scene from a movie. Let's make
Emily
it
can
juicy.
play as well.
Make it juicy. Like a scene from a movie.
I mean, I guess if they just need a consensus vote, yes. But it feels like now that they're finally all together and all voting and ostensibly all vulnerable except for one person, it's time to make a move. And who is Emily a threat to at this point? I guess potentially Caleb is a vote for her on the jury? Potentially, but that's still, there's a lot of game left before that happens. It feels like now is the time to start voting out immunity threats. And that could be Emily, but I don't think we've specifically seen anything that says that's Emily. Wasn't she the first one out of the challenge last week? Or certainly one of the first. Financial analyst Emily Flippin is always a threat. Except the first 2 episodes. But other than that, always a threat. Alright, I'm just gonna pick some people. It's not like I'm doing well in these drafts, and they're huge pools with there's no stakes. So what do I care? Those are my guesses. I don't even know which pool that was. Okay, done. We shall see what happens. I shall see what happens tomorrow morning, not tonight, but you all can see what happens tonight. Watch what happens live.